Moments before the kickoff of this 7th annual Lazy Horse Gravel Grind, and we're having hot chocolate. And are you having hot chocolate too, Jim, or are you having a coffee? Hot chocolate and coffee. I don't want to have to poop too soon, so I'm doing hot chocolate. Debbie's got her lifesaver back there. Rick and Morty, or Harper, whichever one you want to call them, is out using the facilities, having their business. But it's a little chilly this morning, but it's not quite as windy as yesterday. Yesterday was super windy, so I'm glad the wind stayed away. Could use a little more heat. It's supposed to get to about 70, mid 70s, but right now it's probably 40 something degrees, and it's a little chilly. But the hot chocolate's good. In this episode of MTV Cribs, we're gonna go into Casa de Burke. If this thing was any bigger, it would literally have to be a 6th wheel and not a 5th wheel. Brand new camper, pulled it off the lot yesterday. First camping experience, and I'm gonna fart in it to make it seem like home. But look at this, it's bigger than my first apartment. It's huge. Look at all this floor space. They got a TV, they got a hidden pantry back behind there. They got a little fireplace. In here is a bunk room. Look at this. Got a little desk. I do all my video editing here. I get to sleep right there. Little bunk bed. The camper that we use can fit in here. Look at that, another little bed here. Full-size shower. And here's where the magic would happen, but Dave's old, so I don't think the magic happens anymore. But that is Casa de Dave. Although there is one bigger over there. There's a bus right over there. Dave could move on up to a bus. I think the bus is a little bigger, Dave. Sorry to give you camper envy.
I got 72 hours to return and get a bigger one. Okay.
That's what she said.
Hi, Jackie. What? See you later. See you, buddy.
Thank you. Hi. Who let the dogs out?
This is no alcohol tonight.
Tailwind to begin. Thick gravel, thick gravel. Hello, Mr. Burke.
There you are. I was looking for you.
I'm right here.
I love being on video. So you just follow you on it.
All right. You look marvelous. Woo! Uh-oh, going to. Yeah, that's me.
You let the man butt out?
We are officially underway, and we survived the mass start. Nobody crashed, nobody went down. So we're doing good so far. Got to about 11 more miles. 11 more miles to Burritos.
Down a little bit, but
How many miles to Burrito?
11 miles.
Okay.
It's a mile.
That's why I'm here.
Mile 12. Oh, there's all kinds of food available today.
All right. No, I'm not going to go through that.
We are 7 miles in. We're kind of cooking it, but this year was kind of a necessity. A little bit of thicker gravel, and in those big groups, man, you got a lot of swerving. Once you hit the thick gravel, I was afraid somebody's gonna get taken out, so
it was like a squirrel convention.
It was. So we sort of hit the gas, got out in front of a lot of those groups, And now we're off course because Dave Burke needs his wanderer miles.
2 miles.
So we're on this luscious MMR instead.
It hurt you.
That's what he said.
Hey, boy. Well, we didn't have anybody follow us.
No. We have made it here to Sag Stop number 1 in Alexandria, Virginia. Alexandria, Nebraska, home of the Pocket Burrito. Got extra miles. We're at mile 14, and this is only supposed to be mile 12, thanks to Burke and his Wanderer miles. But
gotta love it.
hi, Pat.
40 hours a week. Salty Pat.
Hi, Clay. Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Peace.
You missed Tim.
Hey.
Google Tim, what's the weather going to be like today?
Better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday, and
Yesterday was tough.
that's all that we need. Right now we got a tailwind, and by the time we get heading back to where we're going to get a headwind, it's supposed to die down. Here we are with Trevor Clark. He was looking so forward to riding Lazy Horse, and then he got in an accident on a hoverboard, and he's only one-handed, so he's not riding today, but he's helping Mark with a mobile Sag Stop. Are you disappointed that you're not riding today?
Yeah,
Are you going to come back next year and win the whole thing?
maybe.
No, that's not with that attitude. You're not, mister. Next year we're gonna come back and win the whole thing, aren't we? Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you out there again. Did you get a burrito? They're good. Get some extra sauce. They're spicy. I succumbed to peer pressure and I did get a burrito.
About time. So now we're delaying our start because Rob bought his burrito late.
Don't listen to Dave. He's on his 3rd burrito and he's got his smothered with hot sauce. So there's no way he's taking it. I just
Hey, there's Clay.
throw this in
Hair's
my
looking
pocket.
good, Clay. Hair's looking good.
Last night he had it in a twat knot on the top of his head, brushing the top of David's new camper.
Man bun.
Getting all his man grease up there. Stuck behind a train.
I know, right? Don't expect this. That's nice. This is the climb. Yeah, this is supposed to be on the very first year. Right now.
Well, I think we did this one last year too. What's going on, mister? There I am. Sag Stop number 2. We are at the High Prairie Farms. This is Jackie's family farm.
This is the guy who won the Lauf off Gravel Worlds off of my registration.
Live, Lauf, Love.
So,
But this is their farm. About 10,000 acres in Nebraska and Kansas, so it's just a little bitty farm. We stopped here and we're gonna do some cokes and then we're gonna get going. People are a little confused out here. The Sag Stop isn't out and back, and there's certain people that are telling everybody to turn around. They're missing out on these cokes. And you gotta have a coke and a smile. You're very dark. I don't know if we're gonna be able to be seen. Let's go this way. Where we be? Oh, there. Now we can see our faces. How many people have you guys got stopped by so far? Are we pretty near the front, pretty near the middle, pretty near the end?
I don't know. You're probably towards the front.
Woo, we're winning.
As Jim said, if you were in the front, you were doing this ride wrong, and I agree.
Jim who?
Stutzman.
Jim Stutzman's always wrong. Don't listen to him. He's got bad advice. You can't win if you're not in the front. That's just the way it is.
That's true.
There's a Rob somewhere. Wind this way.
We're here in Gilead at the Pioneers Inn.
Don't laugh.
You can get your pie, which I did not get. Dave partook in the pie. I just got myself a beer, Coors Banquet, because we're fancy like that. Patriotic Pat, sitting here next to the American flag. Did you have pie?
I did.
Did you get a beverage?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Have a Coke and a smile. Where's that smile, Salty Pat?
Saltiness. No smiling with
No,
salty.
no smile
As long
for
as you
salty.
keep throwing that salty stuff at me, I'm not going to smile for you.
We throw it at you. Look at that mug. I think that mug throws it at us. Salty Pat for life. So I don't know what happened. We just lost battery. It turned off on middle of the interview.
Technical difficulty.
How rude. So Roy rode from Lincoln to here, caught up with us, and now I imagine he'll probably just leave us in the dust and he'll be done in like 30 minutes.
I'm done. All I wanted was to catch up with you guys
And
and
get
now
some pie.
Well, if you guys are leaving,
And a
then
banquet
I'm
beer.
leaving with you.
Yeah, we're heading up.
Okay.
We could hit Belvedere for the walking tacos and the old ladies
And the frogs.
and the frogs.
Toads.
Toads and frogs
Gotta
are not
stop
the
by
same.
Toads and have a beer.
One's an amphibian.
Oh,
Toads
no.
is closed. No toads today.
Well,
Sandy. Oh, sand to the hill. That's not a good combo. Whoa, you good?
yeah.
Boy, that was a sandy road. As you saw in the video, Roy went down. Luckily it was slow speed, nothing hurt. Popped right back up, kept going. But sometimes that sand, no matter what you do, it'll get you. And you go down. Luckily, like I said, slow speed crash. But we're almost off of it. That was about a mile of pretty sandy road. It's been really dry, probably hasn't rained in 2 weeks, so that hasn't helped, but hopefully that's the only sandy road we encounter today.
guys for putting the gravel on extra thick on the road there.
Yeah, everybody's coming.
Did a quick change here at the Backroads Bikes side stop. They're out of Marysville, Kansas. If you're looking for a bike and you're in the area, stop on by. They got new bikes, used bikes, great service, good people. Belvedere is our next stop. That's walking tacos and old ladies in the park.
Walking tacos in the park of Belvedere. Oh, goodness, be gracious. Now this is where the goat heads are, where the goat heads live.
Call them silver.
Yeah.
David, are you familiar with these goats?
I am not.
This one, they're kind of horny,
A little bit.
semi-horny.
George and Silver. That's their names. This is George. This is Silver. Hello.
You never got married, did you?
What is it?
Made it to Belvedere, walking tacos,
Yummy, yummy.
ladies in the park, horny goats, excited dogs, everything.
Roy cleaning up.
And Roy taking a shower. He does have probably about 130 miles now, 150 miles.
Wow.
He's been busy this weekend.
Yep. Thank you.
And he's only got, what do we got? This is roughly 50, so 18 miles to go maybe less. The nice thing about this ride is you make it what you want. This is Belvedere. I got one of the Lazy Horse famous walking tacos. Dave decided not to. He's gonna wait for brooding and get the hamburgers. He did get a piece of pie. Jim is so perplexed on what to do. He has gotten nothing yet. He doesn't know if he wants a walking taco or a hamburger. I told him he can have both. He's an adult. He can make his own decisions.
You have a walking hamburger?
He can have a walking hamburger. If you eat them both, you might get the walking trots, but that's a whole nother story. I don't think that'll happen, but you cannot go wrong with the walking tacos, I don't think. And then you can get a hamburger also.
I think I just need to rest a bit before I can decide.
Mental fatigue
I'm having fatigue.
from all the thousands of miles we've done so far.
Like you've been training hard enough
I haven't been.
because you need to like have walking taco, pie, a la mode, and soda here,
The best walking
and a burger with a summer beer over at Brewing.
And then you can puke on the way back.
Barry has spoken, and so it shall be.
On
It was my feet.
No, they go
put 'em
On the pedals.
the pegs right here. Peg. Of course.
Have you never ridden a penny farthing before? Oh,
Oh, I don't like this.
you gotta ride that all the way to Bruning now.
All right, that's good. That's pretty great.
You went like 2 inches.
Yep.
Congrats.
Come on.
Just left out of Belvedere. We're 51 miles in, 16 left to go. Got roughly 8 to Bruning, which is our last stop. And then another 8 back to the brewery. Been a really nice course. Been a really nice day. It was a little windy to begin with, but it was behind us, so it was pushing us. And now that we're starting to turn into it, it's going down quite a bit, so there's that. It's always nice when the wind dies in your favor when you got to go into it. Made it to Bruning, and here is the fire station. If you might remember from the video a few weeks ago when we rolled through Bruning, that's where we got soaked and we pulled the plug on our first day of the bikepacking trip. But the weather today is nothing but sunshine with a little bit of wind, and then we got a small push back to Lazy Horse and the end of the ride.
After you, David. We're gonna have to go all the way over there. What do we got going up here?
All right, that's it for the 2025 Lazy Horse. 67.61 miles, 2,388 feet of climbing, 4 hours 51 minutes for a average of like 13.9. Everybody has left me. They're gonna go shower. I'm gonna go in there and shower because I smell horrible. Trevor won a Garmin. A lot of our friends won stuff, but Trevor was the big winner with the Garmin. That's the end of the video. Bye.